I do miss drinking. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I definitely don't have any like extreme discomfort yet. Also, can we talk about the price of food? This is helping me get my protein in, especially in the morning, because I haven't been doing that since like December. And there is my dinner. 3, 2, 1. The key word in this pregnancy for me has been surrender. I know it's been a minute, but this time I have a good excuse. Nah, y'all know I be picking up this camera on and off when I feel like it, because I actually have a 9 to 5 that I need to actually do a good job in so I can maintain my livelihood. But yes, welcome back to the vlog. If you couldn't tell, Caleb and I are expecting a baby girl in August. It's currently April, so I'm just about 5 months pregnant. 23 weeks to be exact. I don't know why people say 9 months, because I'm like, 40 weeks is not 9 months. Today I'm just gonna like take you around for my day, it's Saturday, and show you sort of how like I'm trying to maintain and get back in the swing of things after a terrible first trimester in the trenches, which we will talk about of course later. I guess you could say this is sort of like a full day of eating vlog, you know, trying to stay true to my channel. And there will be sort of like some fitness updates of just telling you how I'm getting back in the swing of things in the second trimester. So I'm still an Orange Theory member. I did pause my membership a couple of months in my first trimester because like I was like, there's no way I'm doing HIIT feeling like this. But I am going to the 10:15 class this morning. It's currently 8:15 and I'm about to make some oatmeal. I try not to work out fasted even if I'm not hungry. I don't know, I just get nervous like working out on a super empty stomach. I haven't ate since like last night at 7 o'clock. I don't want to get like lightheaded or anything. So I typically wouldn't eat a big bowl of oatmeal. That's something I would eat after I exercise if you're familiar with this channel. But yeah, just, you know, gotta adjust. I figured I'd update you guys on how I'm making my oatmeal nowadays, because I'm definitely not like throwing in a bunch of protein powders, protein shakes, protein bars. I am trying to stick to mostly whole food. I'm not really tracking that much. I do track a little bit just because like I don't want to like lose all the muscle I've gained. I mean, I have lost quite a amount of muscle mass. I wasn't really taking in much protein my first trimester. I couldn't like, so, you know, I do sort of like mindfully like, okay, this has not a lot of protein in it because I'm staying away from like artificial additives, and so I need to maybe like have a couple more pieces of chicken or add another egg or something to get some protein naturally. So still using this mix from Trader Joe's. I absolutely love it. Like the thing about Trader Joe's is that, like, you can't get too attached to stuff because they be discontinuing a lot of things. Anyway, half a cup of that, and I'm going to put some water in it and put it in the microwave for about 90 seconds. All right, once that's out the microwave, I add couple of shakes of pink Himalayan salt. You know, salt brings the flavor out. I know it feels weird in a sweet dish, but it actually really helps with the flavor. A couple dashes of cinnamon. This is the protein powder that I would normally use, and it adds a lot of sweetness, which is great. However, again, I don't want to use a bunch of protein powders right now, so I do take a little bit of sugar just so I can add the sweetness, because, you know, once you're used to a level of sweetness and then you don't get it, it's like, ugh. But I only do like a little bit. Like this is only, like this is less than half a tablespoon, maybe like a teaspoon. And it's not that high in calories. Also, like adding actual sugar to your food is fine versus like stevia. It's really like the calorie deficit thing that you have to worry about if you're adding real sugar versus stevia, but I'm obviously not trying to lose weight right now. Then I add some oat milk, whatever oat milk. I use this, I use Oatly, I use oat milk, like whatever I can find at the store works for me. I just like it extra creamy, and then I mix it around. Okay, now it's time for toppings. Still a fan of the cookie butter. Still a fan of the cookie butter at Trader Joe's. I'm actually almost out. Like this is gone. There's really nothing in here. That's fucking annoying. Take half of a banana. Heavy on the carbs. This is a heavy carb meal. I just slice that in there. I'm almost out of walnuts too. I need to go to Trader Joe's. Also, can we talk about the price of food? It is getting expensive. Like this bag of nuts were already expensive, but like I think this bag of nuts is now like $10. It used to be like $5. Lastly, I just topped it with some blueberries. And this is what I've been eating for breakfast for my second trimester. My first trimester, the only thing I could stomach in the morning was pancakes. So I ate pancakes and eggs my first trimester. Now I'm like switching it up, sort of like back. I'm getting my taste buds and my appetite back, if you will. Interesting enough, I don't really like warm coffee at the moment. I think that's just a very small but noticeable change that I've had during this pregnancy. I haven't been using the Core Power like this whole time. I actually just started incorporating them about 2 weeks ago, because like I said, like this is very low in protein. This is only like 9 or 10 grams of protein by itself from the oats, chia seeds. I don't mind using the Core Power because the main ingredient is really just milk. Like it's really just a milk shake. It's not really like a protein shake like with a scoop of protein powder. So this is helping me get my protein in, especially in the morning, because I haven't been doing that since like December. And while I eat my breakfast, I do watch YouTube. I watch Alana Davidson. She's my favorite YouTuber. I'm gonna eat this, let it digest, and then we're gonna go to Orange Theory. Before I head out, actually, I do try to incorporate some pelvic floor exercises for like 5 to 10 minutes. Probably like twice a week. I could be better at it, but I assume like strength training is also strengthening my pelvic floor. So I just do like these isolated core moves twice a week, just so I can hopefully have a smooth delivery and also like alleviate any like back pain in my third trimester. I definitely don't have any like extreme discomfort yet physically, like being pregnant, but I kind of just want to like stay ahead of that and be proactive with my stretches.
Exercise round 2, that is 500 meters. Once you complete 500, right, check. Wait for those knuckles together. Yeah, 4 tricep extensions of each leg. About 8, 1, 2, 3, both feet down. Go by 200 every round. So round 1 is 100. 3, 2, 1, let's walk that down.
That was a really good class. I felt really good for most of it. We'll debrief when I get home, talk about my workout regimen in general right now. But I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. Back home, I'm gonna put these groceries up before I get in the shower. But let's do a quick haul. I don't know who I thought I was trying to go into Trader Joe's on a Saturday and get some footage, but yeah. We got some spinach, bagels, stocked up with some more oatmeal, Impossible Nuggets. Caleb really likes these. I don't know when they started selling those, but that's clutch. Got some more bananas. Always like to keep those in rotation. Got some sweet potato fries I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. 2 cans of corn. We make some type of like Mexican one pot inspired dish during the week. Some goat cheese. I'm gonna make like a cranberry goat cheese walnut salad with my dinner tonight. Salmon, we try to eat that once a week. Got some more walnuts. Tomato sauce, can never have too much tomato sauce for spaghetti and things like that. Got the cookie butter. Potatoes and rice we eat several times throughout the week. Got some avocados. It's just so hard timing avocados when you want to eat them, but I hate like the pre-packaged ones. They just don't taste the same. Like a fresh avocado with some salt, pepper, and lime. Grape tomatoes, which I'm also going to put in my salad tonight. Caleb also eats these in his salad for lunch. Dried cranberries, balsamic glaze, and I picked up these chicken shawarma. I think that's how you say it, shawarma. I was gonna pick up some filet mignon because I really like the price point at Trader Joe's. It's really good quality, actually. You're really not supposed to eat anything that's not well done while you're pregnant. I know some people still eat their steaks medium well while they're pregnant, but things are going well. Don't want to risk it. It's not that big of a deal. I can have some steak when the baby comes in August. I do miss drinking. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but I have been experimenting with non-alcoholic beverages. I'm not paying for no mocktail while I'm out. Like, absolutely not. I'll just get some sweet tea. some Diet Coke or something. But when I'm out at the grocery store, I like to pick up like a pack of non-alcoholic beers while I'm having dinner during the week. And I wanted to try this rosé that they have, so I'll probably have that with my dinner tonight. I try to keep this fridge as organized as possible, but it's really easy to get unorganized. I can't imagine how it's gonna be when I have a job. For lunch, I'm gonna do like a breakfast bagel situation. I have been really enjoying sandwiches for lunch basically my entire pregnancy, but I feel like I made sandwiches a lot before I was pregnant. But I'm gonna put these in the air fryer, take a shower, and then we'll have lunch. Like I said, for lunch, I'm making myself like a little breakfast sandwich bagel situation. I was gonna stop and go to Chewy's in Carytown to get me a breakfast sandwich, but like, I just can't justify, like I know they have to raise prices because inflation is going up, so they have to make profit, but like I just can't justify spending $10-12 on just a bagel. I don't get a side, I don't get a drink. At this point, it's like if I'm not going to a restaurant and I'm like having a sit down experience with my husband or friends and family, I really don't care to just be stopping and getting food. Like it's just not, I don't know, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. Taking a half of an avocado. This is sort of gonna like act as my sauce, if you will. The egg is almost done, so I'm about to flip it over and then put some cheddar cheese on it so it can melt. Got my 2 turkey patties. Not the best shape for a bagel, but it is what it is. Oh, I should probably salt this avocado. I have some everything but the bagel seasoning as well. So I'm going to put that on there. All right, egg looks good, cheese looks good. I'll put that on top. And I feel like I'm forgetting something or something's missing. I'm hungry, so this is it. And then I have some carrots. I definitely haven't been the best with vegetables this entire pregnancy. Like I definitely didn't eat a single vegetable like for 2 months straight. Looks good to me. My neighbors are cutting the grass right now, so I apologize if you can hear that in the background. There are like 8 billion people on the planet, and then people get pregnant every day, so I don't really want to come on here and complain about my pregnancy. Like I'm very grateful. I know a lot of people really invest in trying to have a family through IVF, adoption, fertility treatments, freezing your eggs, and etc. So, you know, I'm very grateful that like my body is able to do this on its own, and I'm trying to find small moments of gratitude when I'm not feeling my best. I don't really know what I was expecting, how I was expecting to like sort of surrender to my body and not have control of, you know, how I'm feeling and how can I move. And it's just like I really just had to surrender, and whatever the baby needed at the moment, like I just had to be still and allow that to happen. Because, you know, like in the movies you see women throw up and that's it. Like there's so many symptoms and everyone is different. Like no 2 pregnancies, no 2 bodies are alike. Even women have several kids, like their symptoms are different for each kid. I know a lot of people say, oh, like you're definitely having a girl because you're so sick, they pull from you. And it's like, no, like I know people that have had boys and have had terrible pregnancy experiences. I think it's just kind of like the luck of the draw, you know, however your body and your baby is going to react. You can't really control that. There are some things you can do to take the edge off, but overall I definitely did have a rough first trimester. It wasn't the worst that it could have been. Like I know some women are hospitalized, they have to be put like in liquid IV and all those things. So, you know, it was definitely manageable, but it was just really tough, you know, like going from someone that's super active. My favorite things to do are to cook and move my body, and I was not able to do any of that for like a good 2 months, honestly. You know, when I first took the pregnancy test, I felt very fatigued. Like I was just like, oh, like I got 8 hours of sleep, but I still need a nap. And that's sort of like what led me to take the test. So maybe like 2 weeks after, you know, we found out the good news, I was just fatigued. And then it's like, okay, now like the symptoms are rolling in around like 8 weeks. So yeah, I had like random nosebleeds. Like I just started swelling, like a lot of water retention and bloating. Like that never really went away. Nausea slowly came in and then it kicked me in the ass. Just think about being sick and then you have a hangover. Like that's how I felt all the time, including nausea. I wasn't really vomiting. I did have some self-induced vomiting, but that was just because like it was just sitting on my stomach and I was like, I need to get this out of my body. And I think it was my baby saying, hey, like I don't want this right now, I don't agree with it. Smells, of course, like that's a common one, but I just felt bad because like all the air fresheners in the house, I was like, I can't smell anything. Like I need to smell nothing. I didn't put on any type of scented lotions or perfumes. Honestly, I could barely shower. Like it was days it was hard for me to get out out of bed and shower. Brushing my teeth was very hard because of the mint taste. So I had to swap out my toothpastes. It's just like those little things that you do day to day that you don't even think about, you really take for granted. Honestly, it's like all of that was just an inconvenience, for lack of better words. I'm very thankful for my husband. He really played husband and wife during those few weeks I couldn't really do much. I love cooking for him, and I felt bad because, you know, he would cook for himself, which he's fine doing, but I was like, I don't want to smell anything. Like, I didn't want to smell any meat cooking. I think my first trimester, I went to Cookout a lot. I wanted like chicken quesadillas from Cookout. I ate pancakes in the morning, and then I would have like a very, very bland sandwich for lunch, and that was really all I could consume. So that was a nutrition portion for my first trimester. I definitely got my appetite back around like week 13 or 14. In terms of like workouts for the first trimester, I just woke up and decided like, how am I feeling? Because some days I didn't feel bad all day. It was just portions of the day, maybe in the evening, maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, maybe it was all day. So I just sort of like woke up and assessed like how I felt after I had breakfast. It was also cold outside, so it was really hard to like be motivated to go for a walk. I was not motivated at all to use my treadmill like under my little desk. Eventually paused my membership at Orange Theory once it got kind of bad, because I just felt like I was still going and I was still like walking and like taking it easy, but I just felt like, you know, those gyms are expensive nowadays. So if I can't really commit to the workout, and I don't know, I felt like I just wasn't getting my money's worth. So I ended up pausing my Orange Theory membership a month or so until recently. In terms of the running, so my last like longish, medium longish run, I decided to make it the Monument 10K that I do here every year in Richmond. It's a really fun course. It's pretty flat. Good morning. I'm 22 weeks pregnant today, and we are running the Monument 10K.
All right, guys, we're gonna get you out there.
Mile 1, mile 2, 3 miles, mile 4, 5 miles. Good job. I was like, this is just gonna have to be my last long run because of like my pelvic pain. And it's so funny, like when you share something, people like make suggestions, and it's like, you don't think that I am resourceful and already tried that? But I know people are just trying to help, but people are like, get a belly band, get tape, do some pelvic floor exercises. Like, I was doing all that already before I even announced my pregnancy. But unfortunately, you know, like after like 20 minutes of running, like my pelvis, it's just hurting. That's why like I can still incorporate Orange Theory, because I can walk/run at my own pace. But running outside, I don't really care to run outside under a 5K. So I've just decided to sort of hang that up for the rest of my pregnancy. It's really disheartening for me, to be honest, y'all, especially as the weather is starting to warm up, and I feel fine. My energy is back. I'm not super fatigued all day like I was in the first trimester. So it's unfortunate that, you know, I have to wait it out. But again, like I'm still able to move my body. I'm still lifting weights. I can still take classes. I'm doing yoga, I'm going for nice walks, and really just allowing myself, like I've been saying, like the key word in this pregnancy for me has been surrender. Well, essentially what I've been doing is I've been weight lifting in our garage twice a week. I'll do like an upper body, lower body, or I'll just do 2 full bodies. The other 2 days I'll either like take an Orange Theory class, or I would go for a jog. So it's probably just gonna be 2 Orange Theory classes and 2 lifting sessions in the garage. I have gained about 25 pounds, and I know there's like a recommended weight gain chart, which is always just like a generic recommendation. It's never really going to be accurate for anybody. Like, we're all different shapes and sizes, heights, genetics. I am trying to stabilize though. Right now I'm currently 148 pounds. I don't want to gain unnecessary weight just from frivolous eating because I'm pregnant. Oh, you're eating for 2. I don't eat 2 meals. Focus on whole foods, focus on eating something nutritious. I do let myself, you know, have like Rice Krispie treats and Girl Scout cookies, and I had a donut after the race last week, so I'm not like super strict. I don't want to say snap back because I don't have the expectation. Like, people die during labor. I don't know why we have like this, you must like snap back after you have a kid. Like, it's a miracle to have a kid. So like, chill, relax. But I just don't want to be frivolous and like careless. Yeah, I just would love to hear anybody else's experiences if they, you know, were into fitness or still are into fitness and they're juggling pregnancy and or having kids. Like, I would just love to hear that experience. It definitely can be isolating. All right, I'm back home. It is almost 7 o'clock, so I'm going to make me some dinner. It's gonna be a weird dinner because I told you earlier I was gonna get like a filet mignon. So I was gonna do like filet mignon, like a balsamic type side salad, and sweet potato fries. But now that I have chicken, like I don't really like chicken salads. Like I don't like salad. So what I'm gonna do is make a wrap. I have the tortilla heating up on the stove, and I'm just gonna like basically prepare all the ingredients of the meal into this bowl and make like a salad wrap, if you will. The base is spinach, and I have some cherry tomatoes, walnuts, cranberries, goat cheese. I'm gonna top that with balsamic vinegar, and then I'm gonna chop up this chicken thigh and put it in there and put it in the wrap. So that's the plan. If you work at Chipotle or if you roll blunts, feel free to critique me. Oh, I think I did pretty good. And last but not least, I burned the sweet potato fries. Some ketchup on the side. And there is my dinner. Looks good. Goat cheese is very potent. So I would say that's the main thing I'm tasting, but I think that would have been the same if I had it in a wrap or not. So I like it. What about you? But yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Comment below anything you wanna see throughout this pregnancy journey. Can't guarantee I'm gonna feel always that great to vlog, but yeah, I am feeling much better. So I have been in the gym a little bit more, working out in the garage, full day of eatings, working out, training videos. I would love to incorporate a little bit more of those on my channel. And whatever motherhood and fatherhood brings upon us. So yeah, take care.